The sun rises over Earth, casting a golden glow on cities and towns around the world. It's an ordinary day, filled with routine. In New York, people are hustling to work, buses are running, and traffic moves steadily along the busy streets. In the countryside, farmers are preparing their fields, and families are going about their usual activities. The hum of normal life fills the planet, creating a sense of peace and calm. In the quiet of a military base in the Nevada desert, Lieutenant Colonel Emma James monitors her radar systems. Everything is running smoothly, and she sips her coffee, unaware of what's about to unfold. Just a few thousand miles away, deep in the heart of a scientific research center in the Arctic, Dr. Alan Brooks is reviewing data from a new satellite system. It's designed to improve Earth's communications network. But something strange happens. A sudden surge of energy interrupts the data stream. His screen flashes with an error, followed by a series of strange symbols. He taps his screen in confusion, but the symbols keep changing, as if the computer is trying to decode something it doesn't understand. At the same time, across the globe, communication systems begin to flicker. Calls drop, TV broadcasts are interrupted, and internet access starts to slow down, creating a ripple of confusion. People stop what they're doing, puzzled by the sudden blackout. The moment is fleeting, and many dismiss it as a technical glitch. But the unsettling feeling that something isn't quite right lingers in the air. In space, satellites float quietly in orbit around Earth, monitoring communication and weather systems. But they are not alone. A massive fleet of alien warships, undetected until now, silently emerges from the farthest reaches of the galaxy, closing in on Earth at an alarming speed. The first sign of their arrival is a strange distortion in the sky. It's like a ripple in the fabric of space itself, a sudden shift in the air, causing people on Earth to look up in confusion. In the blink of an eye, a fleet of alien ships, more than 100 strong, appears in Earth's orbit, their shapes unlike anything ever seen before. The ships are sleek, dark, and massive, their surface gleaming with an unnatural shine under the sunlight. Within moments, a chilling message is broadcast across all Earth's communication channels. It's in a language that no human has ever heard, but the words are unmistakably clear: surrender now, or face total annihilation. The message repeats itself in different languages, sending shockwaves of fear through every nation on Earth. Governments scramble to make sense of the situation, but their communication systems are still jammed, and they are unable to determine the source of the signal. Panic sets in as more messages flood in, each one with the same chilling demand: surrender Earth to the Galactic Empire, or we will destroy you. In every corner of the world, fear begins to spread like wildfire. People look to the skies, their faces filled with terror. News outlets broadcast images of the alien warships above, and the internet buzzes with speculation and fear. Governments convene emergency meetings, and military forces go on high alert. Back at the military base in Nevada, Lieutenant Colonel Emma James watches the sky through her binoculars. Her heart races as she sees the ships clearly now, their ominous silhouettes cutting through the clouds. The alien fleet seems to stretch endlessly across the sky. It's hard to comprehend how something so enormous could be hovering above their planet. She tries to contact her superiors, but the communication channels are dead. Dr. Alan Brooks, miles away in the Arctic, is the first to realize something even more terrifying. The alien ships aren't just above Earth, they are in control of all communication on the planet. Every satellite, every network, is under their command. The world is cut off from itself, and the invasion has already begun. Back in cities, the situation only grows worse. People begin to panic, running through the streets, desperate for answers that aren't coming. The military has no clear plan, and with every passing moment, the aliens seem more powerful and their presence more undeniable. In London, families rush into their homes, closing doors and windows, as news of the invasion spreads. In Paris, soldiers gather in the streets, preparing for the worst. There is no clear strategy, no clear leadership to guide them, just the terrifying realization that humanity might be powerless. The fear is palpable, gripping every person on Earth. The unknown is far scarier than the visible, and humanity's greatest fear is that they are not alone in the universe. For centuries, people have wondered about extraterrestrial life, but never in their wildest dreams did they imagine an invasion like this. The aliens, with their advanced technology, far exceed anything humanity has ever known. As the minutes tick by, it becomes clear, humanity is facing a threat far greater than anything it has ever encountered. The aliens' weapons are more advanced than anything Earth can defend against, and their intentions are deadly clear. Earth is facing a moment of unprecedented danger, and there seems to be no way out. Suspense fills the air as every human on the planet waits for the next move. The entire world holds its breath, uncertain of what will happen next. Will the aliens destroy them? Will they surrender without a fight? Or is there something hidden deep within humanity's history, that will give them a fighting chance? The camera shifts from city streets to military bases, from homes filled with anxious families to government leaders trying desperately to come up with a plan. Each location tells the same story: the people of Earth are terrified, unsure of what to do next. There's no escape, no clear path forward. All they can do is wait and hope that something, anything, can stop the alien invasion. And so, with every second that passes, the suspense grows. The first 8 minutes are filled with confusion, fear, and uncertainty, as Earth's fate hangs in the balance, teetering between hope and despair. No one knows what will happen next, but one thing is certain: humanity's fight for survival has just begun. The tension on Earth grows thicker with every passing hour. Cities are in chaos, communication systems remain jammed, and panic is spreading faster than the aliens can attack. Leaders around the world have been scrambling, holding emergency meetings, and trying to formulate a plan. But nothing seems to be working. Conventional military forces are powerless against the overwhelming alien technology that hovers above their cities. At the United Nations emergency session, the world's leaders have gathered. The room is filled with tension, as generals, diplomats, and scientists discuss the seemingly impossible situation. Earth has no chance of defeating the Empire with its current military capabilities. The alien warships are too advanced, their weapons too powerful, and their numbers overwhelming. As the debate continues, one question keeps coming up: is there any way to fight back? That's when General Larkin, a battle-hardened veteran with decades of experience, stands up. He's a man with a dark past, one that fuels his determination to protect Earth at any cost. Years ago, his wife, Jessica, was taken by the Empire. She had been working with a team of scientists researching alien technology when the Empire invaded her facility. Larkin never got to say goodbye to her. He never got to find out why the Empire took her. This loss drives him in a way that few can understand. For him, the fight against the Empire is deeply personal. As he looks around the room, Larkin sees only fear and uncertainty in the eyes of the world's leaders. There is no easy answer to their crisis. He knows the chances of Earth surviving are slim, but he also knows of something that could change the tide of this war. Something so powerful that it could defeat the Galactic Empire, if they can find it. Deep beneath Earth's surface, hidden away for centuries, there lies an ancient underground facility. It was built by a forgotten human civilization that once faced the same threat humanity is now dealing with. This civilization, long lost to history, had developed technology far beyond anything Earth has today. They had once fought the Empire and lost, but they left behind a hidden arsenal of weapons. Among them were cloaking devices, AI systems, and, most importantly, super soldier chambers that could create soldiers stronger, faster, and more durable than any human soldier ever. The catch? In order to activate these ancient systems, there is a heavy price. The technology isn't just lying dormant. It's locked away, and accessing it requires great sacrifice. Not just in terms of resources, but also in terms of human life. The Super Soldier program, in particular, demands a choice: a person's life energy must be willingly given to awaken the machines that would create an army capable of defeating the Empire. Larkin knows that the only way Earth can survive is by activating this hidden weapon. But he's not willing to put just anyone in harm's way. The decision to awaken the ancient technology is one that will come with devastating consequences. His own men and women will have to risk their lives, and perhaps even their souls, in this desperate battle for survival. With a heavy heart, Larkin stands before the world's leaders and speaks. He knows his words will decide the fate of billions of lives, but he is resolute. There's only one option left, he says, his voice carrying a weight of authority. We have a hidden weapon, a legacy left by those who fought and lost to the Empire before. But to activate it, we will have to sacrifice more than we're willing to give. I'm willing to lead the operation, but I need volunteers who are willing to sacrifice their lives for the future of humanity. There is no guarantee of survival. The room falls silent. The weight of his words settles over everyone present. Larkin's face is cold with determination, but deep inside, there's a storm of emotions he is trying to keep under control. His wife's image flashes in his mind, and he knows that the Empire that took her could not be allowed to take Earth as well. He feels a burning need for vengeance, but also an intense love for the people of Earth. If they are going to survive, it will be because of the people willing to make the ultimate sacrifice. After a long pause, one of the military leaders stands. Colonel Allen, a young officer, steps forward. I volunteer, he says, his voice steady but filled with resolve. He looks at Larkin with respect and determination. I'll follow you, sir. We all will. For humanity. A handful of other soldiers and scientists also step forward, willing to give up everything to protect their world. Larkin's heart swells with pride, but there's a deep sadness behind his eyes. He knows the cost of what they are about to do. These volunteers will face unimaginable challenges, and not all of them will survive. As Larkin prepares to lead this final mission, he feels the weight of his wife's memory more than ever. He can still feel her presence in his heart, guiding him through this moment of decision. His sacrifice will be more than just physical, it will be emotional. The pain of losing her has never gone away, but now it is giving him the strength to do what must be done. The team travels to the hidden facility, deep underground. The entrance is concealed in a mountain range, and it takes all their resources to find the secret path. As they enter the facility, Larkin is filled with awe and fear. The chamber is cold and dark, but it's alive with energy. The ancient machines, long dormant, hum to life as the team begins to activate them. But the technology does not come without its cost. As Larkin begins to initiate the activation process, a warning blares, energy expenditure required. Life force needed to proceed. His hands tremble as he realizes the full weight of the decision he must make. There is no turning back now. As the first soldier steps forward, ready to sacrifice their life for Earth, Larkin's internal struggle intensifies. He knows that the road ahead will be one of no return, and the stakes couldn't be higher. In this moment, Earth's survival rests on a knife's edge, and Larkin must lead them into the unknown, with his heart torn between duty, vengeance, and love. The hidden facility has been activated, and the ancient technology hums to life, sending a wave of power through Earth's defenses. General Larkin watches as the dormant super-soldier chambers begin to power up, one by one. As the ancient weapons awaken, Earth's first true line of defense in centuries takes form. It's a silent, but intense, moment of preparation. The world's fate is now in the hands of this small, yet powerful, team. The future of Earth, and possibly the galaxy, will depend on their success. The team's mission is clear: prepare the defense systems and send a message to the Galactic Empire. A message that humanity will no longer bow down to their oppressive rule. Stay away from Earth, General Larkin orders, his voice hard with conviction. They know this message will be their first act of defiance, and though it seems simple, it's filled with meaning. Larkin stands before a vast communication console, a relic from the ancient civilization. His hands hover above the controls, and for a moment, he hesitates. His mind races. This is the moment when everything changes. This message will determine if Earth survives or is wiped out. He takes a deep breath and presses the send button. The transmission beams out from Earth's most powerful satellite, a signal that cuts through the atmosphere and travels into deep space. The message is sent to the Galactic Empire with the force of a dying star, filled with rage and defiance. It echoes across the vastness of space, loud and clear, "Stay away from Earth." Back on Earth, as the message is broadcast, people watch anxiously from their homes, their jobs, and their shelters. Civilians huddle together in groups, unsure if this is the last moment they will ever see. The air is thick with tension, and the world braces itself for the Empire's response. Across the galaxy, aboard the massive alien warships, the transmission is received. A silent moment of disbelief passes through the Empire's leaders. But soon, their mocking laughter fills the control rooms. To them, Earth's defiance is laughable. They view humans as weak, primitive, and insignificant. Their technology is far more advanced, and their fleets number in the thousands. The message is nothing more than a joke. "We'll crush them like ants," one of the Empire's generals sneers, his voice dripping with contempt. "Let's show them why they're nothing compared to us." The response is swift, brutal, and unforgiving. A fleet of massive warships begins to mobilize, preparing to descend on Earth with the full force of the Empire. The message was clear: there is no negotiating with the Galactic Empire. Earth's defiance will be met with destruction. Back on Earth, as the countdown to the invasion begins, General Larkin watches in grim silence. His heart is heavy with the weight of the past. As the message was transmitted to the Empire, he couldn't help but think of his wife, Jessica, and the life they once had. She had been taken by the Empire all those years ago. His thoughts race back to that moment, the pain, the helplessness, the unanswered questions. He still doesn't know why the Empire took her, or if she's even still alive. He never got to say goodbye. But now, with the fate of Earth hanging in the balance, he has one goal in mind: to end the Empire's reign of terror once and for all. Larkin's fists clench at his sides as he watches the alien fleet draw closer. Every fiber of his being screams for revenge, for justice, for closure. The Empire had taken everything from him, and now they were threatening his world, the one thing that still remained. No matter the cost, he would see them destroyed. But the road ahead won't be easy. As the alien fleet moves closer, Earth cities begin to prepare for the worst. Military bases are put on high alert, and civilians begin to evacuate major cities. The fear is palpable. People rush through crowded streets, trying to find safety in underground bunkers or distant shelters. The air is thick with uncertainty, and everyone knows that the Empire will not show mercy. Larkin knows that Earth's defenses, though newly activated, are still untested. The ancient technology they've awakened may not be enough to stop the Empire. But he has no other choice. There's no turning back now. The Empire will come, and humanity must be ready. On the battlefield, Earth's newly activated super soldiers begin their training, preparing for the battle ahead. These men and women, who volunteered to risk their lives for the survival of humanity, undergo intense simulations and physical conditioning. The transformation is painful, but necessary. They must become stronger, faster, and more resilient than ever before to stand a chance against the Empire's forces. Larkin watches as his team undergoes the painful transformation, knowing that some may not survive. The cost of this war is high, but he has no choice. Every second counts. As the days pass, the Empire's fleet grows closer, and the pressure mounts. He knows they don't have much time before the invasion begins. In the final moments before the inevitable clash, Larkin stands before his soldiers. His voice is steady but filled with the weight of their mission. We fight for Earth. We fight for our future. And we fight for those we've lost. This is our time. We will not go quietly. We will send a message that the Galactic Empire will never forget. The soldiers nod, their faces grim but resolute. They know what they're about to face, and they know the stakes. Their transformation has given them a glimpse of the strength they will need, but it hasn't prepared them for the horrors that await. Still, they stand tall, ready to face whatever the Empire throws their way. As the Empire's warships loom over Earth's atmosphere, the countdown to battle begins. The fate of humanity now rests in the hands of General Larkin and his team. The warning has been sent, but it's not enough. The battle is only beginning, and only time will tell if Earth's brave soldiers can hold their ground against the might of the Galactic Empire. The quiet before the storm is over. Earth has sent its warning to the Galactic Empire, and now, the first wave of their destructive forces is upon the planet. The sky is filled with the roar of engines as the Empire's advanced fighters streak through the atmosphere, their sleek designs gleaming ominously. They're fast, powerful, and deadly, perfectly built for quick strikes. But humanity's response is immediate. As the enemy ships descend, Earth's outer defense systems, shielded beneath layers of secrecy, are the first to come under attack. The alien fighters begin launching their missiles and blasting through Earth's initial barriers, tearing apart satellites and defense stations in a matter of seconds. But as the Empire believes victory is within their grasp, they're suddenly met with a surprise. Hidden beneath Earth's atmosphere, cloaked in secrecy, a fleet of human fighter jets and warships emerges from the shadows. Their designs are far more primitive than the Empire's advanced technology, but they're not without their strengths. Equipped with powerful laser cannons and cloaking devices, Earth's forces launch a counterattack with precision and fury. The sky above Earth's cities ignites with explosions as the battle between the two forces rages on. Earth's fighter jets dart through the atmosphere, their engines screaming as they weave through the chaos. The Empire's advanced fighters are faster and more agile, but Earth's pilots have something the aliens don't: experience. The human warplanes dive and twist, evading incoming blasts while locking onto their targets. Laser beams cut through the sky, lighting up the darkening atmosphere as Earth's forces take down several alien ships with well-timed strikes. The battle is intense and brutal, a dogfight that spans across Earth's orbit. The sheer speed of the fight makes it nearly impossible to keep up with, but the chaos is mesmerizing. Explosions rip apart enemy ships, sending them spiraling toward Earth or into space, their wreckage trailing in burning streaks behind them. The dogfight reaches a fever pitch, as Earth's fleet fights with desperation and skill. The laser beams light up the darkness of space, cutting through the alien ships in flashing bursts of bright energy. On the ground, people watch in awe and fear as Earth's warriors fight with everything they have to protect their home. But the battle is not just limited to the skies. Earth's warships, hidden beneath cloaks of invisibility, open fire on the Empire's incoming fleet, launching orbital bombardments with deadly accuracy. The destruction is unimaginable, as waves of laser fire erupt from Earth's hidden fleet, tearing apart the Empire's warships one by one. The first shots from Earth's ships are like a thunderclap, a message that the humans are not as helpless as the Empire believes. But as the battle rages on, the Empire retaliates with unrelenting force. A massive alien destroyer, a colossal ship the size of a small moon, looms above Earth, casting a shadow over the planet's surface. Its weapons are monstrous, laser cannons capable of wiping out entire cities in a single shot. It locks its sights onto Earth, ready to unleash its destructive power. The tension builds as the humans fight desperately to hold their ground. The alien destroyer moves closer, its weapons charging, ready to fire. Every second feels like an eternity, as General Larkin and his team coordinate the defense from their command center. The human warships dive and weave around the alien fighters, trying to create a gap in the enemy's defenses. But they know that time is running out. The destroyer is closing in, and soon, it will unleash its devastating power. Larkin's mind races as he watches the battle unfold. The Empire's forces are overwhelming, but Earth's warriors are holding their own. The dogfight intensifies, with explosions lighting up the sky, as Earth's pilots use their speed and agility to outmaneuver the Empire's superior technology. The humans are using every trick in the book, cloaking devices, evasive maneuvers, and well-timed strikes to keep the enemy at bay. But even as Earth's forces fight with everything they have, the true battle lies ahead. The alien destroyer is moments away from firing, and General Larkin knows that if they don't act fast, entire cities will be obliterated. The humans have only one shot at survival, and they're running out of time. In the midst of the chaos, Earth's fleet rallies together for one final push. The warships fire a last volley of laser beams, creating a curtain of energy around the alien destroyer. The heat from the explosions is intense, and the Empire's ship seems to stagger, its weapons faltering for a brief moment. It's a small opening, but it's enough. General Larkin gives the order, now or never. With one final, coordinated attack, Earth's fighters launch a barrage of missiles, laser blasts, and energy bombs at the alien destroyer. The projectiles rain down on the massive ship, each blast more powerful than the last. The destroyer shudders, its shields flickering, then failing under the onslaught. For a moment, there is silence. Then, with a deafening explosion, the alien destroyer erupts, torn apart by the combined firepower of Earth's fleet. The shockwave ripples through space, sending debris flying in every direction. For the first time in the battle, the Empire is stunned. The humans have won this round, but the war is far from over. The Empire's forces are still overwhelming, and Earth's defenders are battered and bloodied. The battle may have shifted in favor of humanity, but it is only the beginning of a long, brutal conflict. The fight for Earth's survival continues, and every victory feels hard-earned. The sky above Earth is still filled with the wreckage of battle. But for now, Earth's forces stand tall, sending a clear message to the Empire: humanity will not go down without a fight. The battle rages on, and humanity has already made an unexpected stand against the Empire. With each passing day, the cost of war grows heavier. Earth's defenders are battered, yet the will to survive burns brighter than ever. As the war drags on, General Larkin remains at the heart of the struggle, leading humanity's desperate fight for survival. However, a twist no one expected is about to change everything, one that will bring both hope and heartbreaking sorrow. It's been years since General Larkin's life was shattered. His wife was taken by the Empire in an attack years ago, leaving him with nothing but a burning desire for revenge. But his greatest loss was his daughter, Emily, who was captured during the same attack. For years, he thought of her as lost, another casualty of the Empire's cruelty. He never knew what became of her, and the thought of her being held by the invaders ate at him every day. He kept his pain hidden, pushing it aside to focus on the fight. But as the war intensifies, a message arrives that changes everything. It's from Emily. "Dad," the message begins. "I'm alive." The words send a wave of disbelief crashing through Larkin. His heart races. After all these years, she is still out there. But there's more. She continues, "I've been with the Empire all this time. But I'm not their prisoner anymore. I've been working for them, and now I'm working against them." The message goes on to explain how Emily, now a top scientist working for the Empire, has developed a virus, an intricate, deadly program capable of disabling the Empire's AI systems. It is the key to taking down the Empire once and for all. The catch? She will have to risk her life to deliver it. Emily has already infiltrated the Empire's flagship, a massive warship that commands their entire fleet. The flagship is a symbol of the Empire's power, and it's the most heavily fortified ship in their fleet. Its systems are guarded by some of the most sophisticated AI ever created, with multiple layers of protection. It's a suicide mission. If she is discovered, the Empire will kill her on the spot. And yet, Emily is willing to make that sacrifice, knowing the stakes of her mission. General Larkin's mind races as he listens to her words. His daughter, once a young girl who dreamed of a better world, is now a part of the very system that caused so much pain to their family. But despite the years of separation, he can hear the strength in her voice. She has become someone who is willing to risk everything for humanity's survival, someone willing to stand against the very empire that once held her captive. The message ends with a heartbreaking line, "I might not survive this, Dad. But if I don't, at least you'll know I did it for Earth." Larkin feels a lump form in his throat. His heart breaks. The pain of her words cuts deeper than any blow from the Empire. He knew the risks of war, but hearing his own daughter speak like this, it's a devastating reminder of the sacrifices they all must make. But it's also the first real hope they've had in this long, grueling conflict. The virus Emily has developed could be the key to turning the tide against the Empire's powerful AI-controlled fleets. If she can successfully infiltrate the flagship and deliver the virus, it will cripple the Empire's technology, rendering their AI systems useless. Without their advanced tech, the Empire will lose its greatest advantage. However, it's a risky gamble. The flagship is a fortress, guarded by layers of security and ruthless AI sentries. Emily must move undetected, planting the virus deep within the ship's core systems. But the Empire is always watching. Every move she makes will be monitored. One mistake, one slip-up, and her life will be over before she can even finish her mission. Larkin doesn't know what to feel: anger, fear, hope, or sorrow. His daughter is in the hands of the enemy, and the only way to save her is to trust her to do the impossible. His heart tells him to do whatever it takes to bring her home, but his mind knows that he must focus on the bigger picture. The virus might be humanity's only shot at survival. In the midst of the battle, Larkin becomes increasingly torn. He has always been a soldier, trained to fight and lead others into battle. But as he watches his daughter's message, he feels helpless, as though he has no power in this moment. He's always been strong for Earth, but in this instance, he is utterly vulnerable, facing not just the Empire, but the possibility of losing the one person he cares for most. As the days pass, Larkin waits, every minute feeling like a year. His thoughts are consumed by Emily's mission. He prepares for whatever may come, whether it's a victory or an unbearable loss. The tension is unbearable, and his emotions are a constant storm inside him. He knows this battle is bigger than any fight he's ever faced, and yet his personal stake in it is making the stakes even higher. Time moves agonizingly slowly, and then, a new message arrives. This one is from Emily. The message is brief, but the words hit Larkin like a punch to the gut. She has successfully infiltrated the flagship's core systems, but she is being hunted. The virus is active, and she has done her part. But now, it's a race against time. The Empire's forces are closing in on her, and she's running out of options. Larkin is filled with a sense of urgency he's never known. Every decision he makes from this moment on will determine whether or not he can save his daughter, and whether humanity can survive. But even as he makes his plans, he knows that Emily's fate may already be sealed. The cost of their fight is clear. War always demands sacrifice, and in this moment, it demands the very heart of Larkin's soul. With the virus now inside the Empire's flagship, Earth's forces prepare for the final assault. The battle is not over yet, but for Larkin, the fight has become deeply personal. His daughter has risked everything for humanity, and now it's time for the world to respond. The battle has reached its most intense and devastating stage. Humanity's forces, emboldened by the virus that now threatens the heart of the Empire's control, launch a final all-out assault on the Empire's flagship, the very ship that has commanded the Empire's dominance over the galaxy. The battle above Earth intensifies as humanity makes its last stand, ready to give everything to ensure their survival. Every soldier, every ship, every person involved knows that this is the final moment. It's now or never. General Larkin leads the charge, his eyes burning with a mix of determination and grief. The memory of his daughter, Emily, and her message still haunt him, and the urgency to see her safely through this nightmare fuels his every decision. The fleet moves in, prepared for what could be their final act. A final push to break the Empire's stranglehold, and to avenge the countless lives lost in this war. As the humans board the flagship, the atmosphere is thick with tension. Larkin and his elite team of soldiers fight their way through the alien vessel, facing wave after wave of automated defenses. Alien drones, controlled by the powerful AI systems that run the ship, swarm them at every turn. The closer they get to the central control room, the heavier the fighting becomes. It's an unforgiving struggle, and the stakes have never been higher. The corridors echo with the sounds of gunfire and explosions. Earth's soldiers, equipped with advanced armor and cloaking technology, push forward, dodging laser blasts and taking down enemy drones with precision. But it's not just the technology that drives them, it's the emotional weight of everything they've fought for. Each step forward is a testament to the sacrifice, the loss, and the hope that they might still have a chance. As Larkin's team reaches the central control room, they find themselves face to face with the last line of defense, a massive AI-controlled core that powers the entire flagship. But something is wrong. The room is eerily quiet, and Larkin's heart sinks. Where is Emily? Suddenly, a voice crackles through their communication systems. It's Emily's voice, weak, distorted, but unmistakable. Dad. I've done it. Her words bring a surge of relief, but it's quickly replaced by horror as the sound of a struggle echoes in the background. Larkin's breath catches in his throat. He turns to his team, giving them a single command, go. I'll find her. They charge into the control room, while Larkin sprints toward the source of the voice. He follows the sounds of faint breathing and weak footsteps until he finds her, collapsed on the cold floor near the AI's core. Emily is alive, but barely. Her once strong and determined face is now pale and covered in sweat. Blood stains her clothes, and the damage she sustained is evident. Larkin drops to his knees beside her, his heart pounding as he takes in the sight of his daughter, who, despite everything, managed to achieve the impossible. Dad. I did it, Emily whispers, her voice strained and barely audible. The virus is inside. The AI systems are shutting down. Tears well in Larkin's eyes as he cradles her head in his hands. The cost of their fight has been greater than anything he could have imagined. Emily, the girl he thought lost forever, is now dying in his arms, having given everything to ensure Earth's survival. We'll get you out of here. We'll make it through this, Larkin says, his voice choked with emotion. But Emily's weak smile tells him that she knows the truth. Her time is running out. I didn't expect to make it. I knew the risk, but I had to do it, Dad. I had to stop them. Larkin's heart shatters. This battle, this war, was never just about defeating an empire, it was about saving his daughter. And now, in her final moments, she has fulfilled her part, ensuring that humanity would survive. The virus is already working its magic, slowly disabling the AI-controlled drones surrounding Earth, rendering them useless. The fight is almost over, but at the greatest cost imaginable. The flagship begins to tremble as its power systems start to fail. The AI's control over the ship is crumbling, and the drones that once filled the skies above Earth begin to fall one by one, like a swarm of disoriented insects. The Empire's forces, now leaderless and in disarray, begin to retreat. Without their AI systems to guide them, the once powerful fleet is nothing more than a collection of floating debris. The battle that had seemed so impossible is finally tipping in humanity's favor. But even as victory is within reach, Larkin feels the weight of the loss on his shoulders. His daughter, the brave woman who sacrificed everything to ensure Earth's survival, is slipping away. He holds her close, unable to fully grasp that this will be the last moment he shares with her. The world outside is changing, but inside the flagship, nothing will ever be the same again. I'm so proud of you, Larkin whispers, his voice thick with emotion. You saved us all. Emily's eyes flutter open one last time. She manages a faint smile, her face softening. We did it. Dad. We won. With those final words, her breath fades, and the light in her eyes dims. The loss is overwhelming. Larkin closes his eyes for a moment, letting the grief wash over him. But then, as the flagship crumbles around them and the last of the AI drones fall from the sky, he knows that her sacrifice wasn't in vain. The war is over, and humanity has won. The camera pans out as Earth's military forces regroup, and the alien fleet retreats into the vastness of space. The battle is won, but the cost is heavy. As Larkin holds his daughter's lifeless body in his arms, he knows that while the Empire has been defeated, a part of him will always be lost. Humanity has triumphed, but the true price of victory is one he will carry with him forever. The screen fades to black, and the credits roll, leaving the audience with a sense of bittersweet triumph. The war is over, but the journey of healing and remembering those lost has only just begun. As the last remnants of the Galactic Empire retreat into the cold void of space, a heavy silence falls over Earth. The once threatening alien fleet, which had so easily shattered the defenses of entire planets, now drifts aimlessly, leaderless and broken. The mighty Empire, which had ruled the galaxy with an iron fist, has been vanquished. Earth stands victorious, but the triumph feels hollow. The camera sweeps across Earth, showing the immense damage caused by the invasion. The cities are scarred, buildings reduced to rubble, and the skies above still filled with the aftermath of battle. The dust hasn't settled yet, but the world knows the war is over. The victory is undeniable, but it comes at a staggering price. Earth's defenses were pushed to their limits, and the sacrifice made by so many, especially by General Larkin's daughter, Emily, weighs heavily on everyone. In a quiet military base located on the outskirts of what was once a bustling city, General Larkin stands alone, gazing out over the horizon. The sun is setting, casting long shadows across the ruins, but the view is now one of hope rather than despair. The Empire may have been defeated, but the toll it took on humanity will never be forgotten. Larkin's heart is still heavy with grief. The war is over, but his personal loss is ever present. His daughter's sacrifice has saved the planet, but it has also torn apart his soul. He reflects on the path that brought him here, on the years of war, the battles fought, and the loved ones lost. He remembers the moments when he held out hope, even when the odds seemed impossible. And he remembers Emily, her determination, and the courage she showed in the face of certain death. As the final waves of the battle fade into history, the people of Earth begin to rebuild. Cities that had once been reduced to ashes are now being restored. People work together, united in the shared experience of survival. The world is coming back together, stronger than ever before. The once divided nations are now united in a common cause, the future. They know that the victory over the Empire was not just about defeating an enemy, it was about securing a place for humanity in the galaxy. A place where they will never be taken for granted again. The camera focuses on Larkin, standing alone amidst the ruins. The weight of his grief is clear on his face, but so is the resolve. He knows that humanity's future depends on what happens next. The Empire is gone, but the challenges they face are far from over. The galaxy is a vast place, and there are other threats out there. But today, Earth has proven that it is not to be underestimated. Humanity has found its strength, and it will not back down from any challenge. As Larkin stands there, his thoughts turn to his daughter. Emily may be gone, but her legacy is now part of Earth's history. She is the symbol of the courage and sacrifice that defined this war. In her final moments, she gave humanity the one thing it needed most, hope. Her actions have secured the survival of the human race, and her name will be remembered forever. In a final moment of reflection, Larkin takes a deep breath, and his eyes turn skyward, where the last of the alien ships drift away into the endless stars. He feels a deep sense of pride, despite the pain. The war is over. The Empire has been defeated. Earth is free. The camera shifts to a communication center, where the final transmission to the Galactic Empire is being prepared. The message is simple: but powerful, we warned you. It's a reminder to the galaxy, to all the other civilizations out there, that Earth will not be pushed around. Earth has proven its strength, and it will never again be a target. The message resonates throughout the stars, echoing across the vastness of space, a warning to anyone who dares to challenge humanity. As the transmission is sent, the camera pulls back, showing the Earth once more. The once damaged planet is now in the process of healing. The scars of war remain, but so do the foundations for a brighter future. Humanity has learned the cost of peace, and they are ready to face whatever comes next, together. The final scenes show humanity rebuilding in unity, with people from all walks of life working together to restore the Earth to its former glory. There is a sense of determination in the air, a sense of resilience that has been forged in the fires of war. It is this spirit that will carry humanity forward, as they take their first steps into a new chapter of their existence. And General Larkin, though forever marked by the loss of his daughter, finds solace in the knowledge that her sacrifice was not in vain. He walks away from the military base, looking out at the city skyline, knowing that the legacy of his daughter's courage will live on. The planet has been saved, and humanity has proven itself strong enough to face any future challenges. The camera pans out, showing the Earth recovering, its people uniting, and the stars beyond the planet sparkling with the promise of a new era. The victory over the Galactic Empire may have been hard-won, but the aftermath is a future built on the foundation of hope, resilience, and the strength of the human spirit. As the screen fades to black, the final message lingers in the viewer's mind: we warned you. The story of Earth's victory over the Empire will forever be remembered as a testament to humanity's unwavering will to survive and thrive.